Native Medicare Charitable Trust, Nmct, was founded by Dr. S. Shankanarayanan with his close friends in 1988, resigned as a professor scientist to become a simple social worker. Dr. Shankanarayanan, the founder managing trustee, resolved to be with the hill tribes, poor and the less privileged sections of the society for the rest of his life, so that they would have opportunities for sustainable development and empowered to design their own future with all respect and human dignity. The targeted focus of NMCT's development intervention are rural people, remote tribes, migrant workers, children, underprivileged women, and people infected and affected with HIV/AIDS. NMCT projects are implemented in 7 development sectors: health, education, livelihood, disaster mitigation and management, empowerment and human institutional development, ecology and environment, climate change mitigation and adaptation, and joy, peace and harmony promotion. All the 7 sectors are closely connected and linked with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2030. We are delighted to share a few life stories of families and communities of empowerment and sustainable development. Binu had to flee his hometown in Kerala to Coimbatore along with his wife and son as he was discriminated by his relatives and neighbors doubting HIV infection. Eventually, his wife also deserted him. He worked some time in a flower shop, spending nights in a platform. Often he fell ill and did not turn to work, so he lost a job. Then he worked in a construction company and stayed along with migrant workers from Bihar, Odisha, Jharkhand. On a camp test, Binu was found to be infected with HIV/AIDS. He failed to visit the government hospital for ART medicines. He was affected with opportunistic infections, disease, with rashes, skin allergies, and warts all over his body. He was thrown out from the construction company. We searched and found him in one of the flower shops. Binu was again counseled and put into contact with ART Center for strict ART adherence. Binu is now living in a small rented house and cooks his own nutritious meal. He regularly visits the ART Center, strictly adheres ART. Sumitra Vishnushri are good friends studying in Kumarapalayam Panchayat Union Middle School with 150 children, where girl children are more than boys. The free sanitary napkins available and the electric incinerator newly installed in the school as per COVID-19 protocol have relieved Sumitra and Vishnushri and all the girl children from absenting themselves during their menstruation period. Sumitra and Vishnushri are the leaders of Children Parliament. The Children Parliament has 25 members. It monitors proper use of toilets, hand wash platforms, maintenance of incinerator, cleanliness of drinking water pipes. Sumitra and Vishnushri are already getting good marks in their class tests, and so it is promising from other children as they feel much pride of their school and enjoy coming to school as of Sumitra and Vishnushri. Sundaram, a tribal farmer, was finding it very difficult to support his family of 6 members, including his old-age parents. He was getting meager income by selling forest minor produce, honey, soap nut, bamboo shoot, etc. Including Sundaram, all the 33 tribal families last year were supported for a horticulture development program by a special government scheme meant for them, clearing wild bush in their lands, each with 1 acre, planting fruit, timber, silk cotton trees, supported by a bore well, and a solar motor pump for irrigation for all the families. Sundaram had to wait for 4 to 5 years to get income from the trees of his 1 acre land, in which he has planted coconut and mango as main income yielding trees, and teak and silk cotton as border fencing trees of his small land. Sundaram and 2 others from his village participated in a training program for the methods of intercropping, soil condition, kinds of intercropping plants, weeding, and plant protection practices. With the assurance of the project team for its close follow-up and guidance to Sundaram, he planted ragi and beans in his 1-acre land as intercrops. In the last 1 year, he had 3 crops of ragi and beans and has earned enough from his land while the trees are growing well and healthy. Food security of his entire family is ensured. Sorandi, an entirely Irula tribal village with 34 families, is situated in uphill with dense forest cover on the banks of Bhavani River, flowing downstream. Unable to or lack of know-how to bring water for irrigation, the lands were either underutilized or kept barren for long, although the land is so fertile. Nmct mobilized local support to install a solar power water motor pump and solar power water filters in Sorandi, bringing water from downstream Bhavani River. The tribal farmers have also been suggested, guided and recommended to go in organic cultivations of horticulture and mixed food crops, ensuring their food security. They have developed horticulture in their lands with coconut, cashew and mango trees. As mixed crops, they cultivate maize and vegetables. They get uninterrupted water for irrigation and safe drinking water. All the children go to school and they are the first generation schoolgoers from this Irula tribal village. All the 34 tribal families in Sorandi village are now moving towards prosperity. Life stories shown are only a few samples of Nmct's successful work and engagements of empowerment and sustainable development of the poor and the less privileged section of the society. They had opportunities in life with empowerment and are coming up confidently towards better future with all respect and dignity.